Mombasa, the gateway to East and Central Africa, is famous for its beaches, architecture, and Swahili culture. It is a principal tourism, economic, and transit hub, handling imports and exports for the larger East and Central African region.
In line with our county's vision to be a prosperous, vibrant, and modern regional commercial hub, protecting natural and heritage resources with high-quality standards of living, the county has embarked on an aggressive program targeted at urban renewal and redevelopment in infrastructure, utilities, transportation, parks, recreation, housing, urban design to make the region more productive, more inclusive, well-governed and sustainable through an integrated urban strategic plan of Mombasa, which we call Vision 2035. We intend not only to restore the dignity and pride of the people of Mombasa, but happiness and laughter in their lives as well. Given this objective, we intend to undertake the most comprehensive redevelopment program yet to be seen in the entire country. The program will be rolled out progressively and achievable in the next 20 years. Through the engagement and consultation with various stakeholders and interested parties, we intend to formulate a plan that shall be realized and achieved.
The quality of life is further enhanced through the availability of quality physical and social infrastructure, such as freely accessible public parks featuring tasteful urban designs, viewpoints, and informal activity zones. Quality physical infrastructure featuring improved road, rail, and water transport networks, and the construction of a state-of-the-art stadium that will cater for residents and tourists alike. Health, education, and housing facilities cannot be overlooked. Incorporating labor, institutional, public rental housing, and hostels gives residents a wide variety of accommodation options to choose from. With a projected population of 2.3 million, the cumulative housing demand of 381,519 units, and an existing developable area of 134 kilometers square for all competing land uses, and a labor force participation rate of 56%, Mombasa is ripe for redevelopment.
The big question we need to ask ourselves, looking at these people living here, is that is it right for them to continue living in such deplorable situation? Is it right? It is not. The question we need to ask, should these people continue being exposed to all the natural atrocities, the natural dangers, and the things that can come and happen to them that are harmful to their living, harmful to their coexistence in this town, in this county of Mombasa? And the answer is no, we should not allow them to continue living like this. And this is the whole essence of this entire project and this entire integrated urban development plan, which we are popularly calling Mombasa Vision 2035. And we are saying these people, their lives are going to be better. They will live in better housing. They will experience better transport system. They will have better water systems. They will be able to access utilities just like any other person. This is what is going to propel this county into the international league, into the big city league, where when you mention New York, when you mention London, in between there, you shall mention Mombasa. Not only because it's County 001, but because it has done integral things, integral elements that are propelling it into the same league, justifully, and because they have been able to be there by right.
The estate redevelopment and renewal plan will see the construction of 26,000 units, up from the current 3,000 units in our 12 estates, and will allow tenants to own their houses. The urban renewal of Mombasa is aimed at developing a functional balance between residential areas, community facilities, and employment centers. The urban renewal will also focus on the eco-city which will be an ecologically healthy city modeled on the self-sustaining, resilient structure of natural ecosystems. The city will be zoned into residential, recreational, educational, commercial, and public purpose zones. The Eco-City to the northeast along the Mtwapa Creek is a sustainable urban development designed to adapt to climate change using green energy or having low energy requirements while protecting the coastal zones, recycling grey water, and harvesting rainwater. It is characterized by urban areas that promote environmental preservation, where people can live wholesome and economically productive lives while reducing their impact on the environment. The Special Economic Zone is a modern economic zone established to promote exports and attract investments. The city will be divided into residential, recreational, educational, commercial, and public purpose zones. The Special Economic Zone will be the preferred location for local and international business ventures. It is designed to generate economic activity, promote export of goods and services, attract investment from domestic and foreign sources, while creating employment opportunities and developing infrastructure facilities. The new Jomvu city aims to rehabilitate the existing Jomvu city to create a more holistic living environment. The city will be zoned into residential, recreational, educational, commercial, and public purpose zones. The new Jomvu city will be a dynamic, mixed-use environment with an opportunity to work, live, and play by offering commercial centers, schools, health facilities, open recreational spaces, studios, children's playgrounds, and leisure amenities. Knowledge City, a regional economy driven by high-value exports created through research and technology. Knowledge City targets highly educated professionals who are closely identified with new technologies, high value-added services, and internationally traded goods and services that have driven the latest waves of economic growth. Petro City on the beachfront is a sustainable city designed to offer quality living and promote tourism. The city will be centered around a processing plant to refine crude oil and tank farms for storage of incoming crude oil stock, as well as bulk liquid products. The road networks will be developed in each of the new development areas of Mombasa County. Water transport in the form of a passenger ferry service is an important alternate means of public transport, with the island connected to the mainland to the north by the Nyali Bridge and to the south by the Likoni Ferry. The ferry service at Tudor Creek and the introduction of water buses from Mombasa Island to other parts of the county will considerably reduce the traffic load on some of the major roads in Mombasa. The proposed Likoni Bridge over the Kilindini Harbour will join Mombasa Island to the Likoni mainland and will further ease the traffic flows. The Mombasa-Nairobi section of the standard gauge railway is expected to be operational by 2017 and has been incorporated and integrated within the transportation strategy for Mombasa County. A light rail transit system on an elevated viaduct will run from the airport through Changamwe to Ukani and will further enhance the connectivity within Mombasa and beyond. The Kibarani dump site, located on the mainland along the Makupa Creek, is the oldest solid waste disposal site in Mombasa, having served the city for over 40 years. This is prime land, and plans are in place to restore the site from the devastating effects of hosting waste management operations to acceptable environmental standards, as well as providing a clean, safe, and pleasant public space accessible for all leisure-related functions to enhance the city's image. 75 hectares in Wakirunge in the north have been set aside to be the replacement landfill site. Waste will be sorted into categories. Recyclable waste will be sent to recycling stations, while non-recyclable waste will be collected and incinerated to generate electricity. A revolutionary ultra-modern stadium is to be built to international standards on a proposed site to the northeast of the Mombasa-Malindi Highway. It will be iconic and create an identity for the city and its inhabitants. The complex will combine sports, leisure, and cultural facilities along with generous retail and hotel areas, all embedded in a generous public landscape.
Welcome input from those who may wish to enrich our vision. When we start implementing this vision, Mombasa will not only remain a leading tourist destination, but also become a premier investment hub. To our investors, our partners, tourists, visitors, tukutane Mombasa. Together, let us propel our county to greater heights.